RiverBender.com's coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Calc Institute of Technology, your future, your success. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Claywell Asset Management, an independent firm. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Trust Family Auto Sales, now offering repair service across from the Befalto Airport under the water tower. Eagle Home Improvement, providing guaranteed quality and superior service. Trigger Talent, concealed carry classes, advanced handgunning and private training, and all-season range.
Southwestern and Roxana here, and we have 1:26 to go. Roxana using a defensive timeout there to try to stop this passing attack now to Nolte. Now they're going to put it on the ground. Devontae Simmons leaning forward for maybe a yard. Mosby and the rest of the Shells there bury him. And Trey Kelly, the other senior there.
We'll be generous and give Devontae 1 yard on that. He earned every bit of that himself. That hole closed up very quickly.
Trey Kelly last week, the defensive back of the week from the Alton Knights of Columbus quarterback club for the Shells.
Trips again to the near side.
Ball may be going up on 2nd down and 9. It is. Robinson going deep down the sideline behind Nolte this time. He was well covered down at the 20-yard line, and it was one-on-one over there on the far sideline.
That is Robinson's first incompletion, 5 of 6 so far in this game for 71 yards. And we're only in the first quarter.
Yep, and 3rd and 9. He's going to put it up again with 46 seconds left first quarter. Pretty snappy first quarter here.
Despite the number of passes.
A lot of completions.
This is trips to the near side every play for the Birds.
And the one receiver to the quarterback's left. He's going to look left. They're going to throw a screen, but Simmons couldn't get it. It was a little too high for the running back on the screen. 4th and 9.
And I guess we'll find out what kind of punting unit Southwestern has. This is an obvious situation. They can pin Roxana quite deep if they're able to get a decent punt away.
Looks like Nolte is their punter, and he's going to boot it away with one shell back at his own 15-yard line. Roxana will get the football back. Ethan Arnold, number 25, back deep for the Shells. Line drive is kicked away from him, and it rolls to the 20, the 10, down to the 5, and just into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, I believe. And it is. Number 4 down there quickly for Southwestern. Good coverage, but they couldn't keep it out of the end zone as Shane Scott, the freshman, almost pinned it at the 1 or 2 yard line, but instead Roxana will get it at the 20.
That's a big break for Roxana, as they could have been buried very deep. And there we've seen Roxana have trouble getting out of deep territory in their own end zone earlier this season.
So may just be our final play of the first quarter here. 35.2 seconds left, first period. First quarter, and after the game tonight, as always, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. 35 seconds to go. Hartnett with one running back behind him, 2 wing backs. One of those, Johnson, in motion. Hartnett's going to throw it. Far sideline and out of bounds. Over the head of everybody, the receiver, the defenders, and no chance for a catch.
And over the bench and into the cheerleaders we go.
Onto the track.
Yes.
So with 30 seconds to go, first quarter, we'll have a 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Roxana has really upgraded their facilities here this season. They look great. A lot of new additions for the fans. It's so different than when I came here, and I tell you, the weather is too. I can tell you that. It's been one of the warmest falls that I can remember.
And we're in the 40s again tonight for football here in week 9. Here's a run to the right, and the Ball carrier's knocked down. Johnson tried to string it out to the right, but Southwestern there, and only a gain of maybe a yard, 3rd and 9.
Joey's having his problems tonight. He really is struggling trying to get out to the outside. The containment on him is just remarkable from the Piasa Birds.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. They're going to be generous and give him 2 yards to the 22-yard line. So when we start the second quarter, Shells at their own 22. It'll be 3rd and 8 to start the second period. After 1 quarter and 12 minutes of play, Southwestern 6, Roxana nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
He's been one of their main go-to guys this season, and a very solid pickup there.
And that was 3rd down and 8.
He picked up 13.
13 out to the 35-yard line. So a big play there on 3rd and long. Here's a handoff going over the right side. Johnson into the secondary, over the 50, down near the 42-yard line. Over the right side, a little delay handoff to Joey Johnson.
Joey Johnson kicks in the afterburners and then some. It was cruising. I thought he had a chance at pay dirt, but two Piasa Birds came in at the last moment to grab him. Otherwise, he was headed for a 65-yard gain instead of the 23 that he did pick up. Impressive stuff.
Shells ready to go now, 1st and 10. As they're into Southwestern territory on offense. Hand the ball off. Kirkpatrick spins away from a tackle inside the 40. Tough yardage down to the 39, about 4.
Dalton Durham on the tackle for the Piasa Birds. Prototypical tackle. He wrapped him up well, but not before a gain of about 4 to 5. About 4, we'll say, for Kirkpatrick. The Shells like to spread the wealth. They've got 4 runners that they'll go to at any given time.
Wingbacks left and right, Harden it up under center, puts Cherry in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw. He's hit it. He throws it, but it's complete, and it's grabbed there at the 20-yard line. Big grab for the Shells, and it's a 1st down. Riley Ripper, the tight end.
Riley Ripper, what a catch. My goodness, he went somersaulted right after that catch. What a huge pickup for the Shells.
Don't put it in the air much, and that was a big play down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Shells on the move here.
Big pickup of 23 yards for Ripper. Impressive stuff tonight. Well, the Shells don't like to pass much, but when they do, they have been successful.
Just over 10 minutes to go, and now the left side of the line moves ahead of the snap. False start, 5 yards against Roxana.
3 penalties against Roxana for 15 yards, all of them false starts. That's painful.
So they're going to have to go back to the Southwestern 25-yard line, 1st and 15. Shells to the line of scrimmage. They have a chance to tie the game. Piasa Birds leading 6-0. Second quarter. Shells in motion. The man in motion, Johnson. He's going to string it out to the right, and the defense will string it out too, and they've got him wrapped up. A gain of just a couple, 2nd down and long.
Tough yards for Joey Johnson as he came around. That man in motion play fooled just about 0 people on the Southwestern sidelines.
They're going to give him the 22-yard line, gain of 3, 2nd down and 12. And almost back into the red zone after that penalty.
That containment and speed on this defense by the Piasa Birds has made the difference. That's what's kept Roxana out of the end zone. Roxana can move on them, but they just cannot get through those last 22 yards.
Cherry in motion. Southwestern may be coming with a blitz, and now they're off sides. Kaiser, the linebacker here on the near side, jumping around and then finally jumped off sides. So they give back the Shells 5 yards. So down to the 17.
I hate to say it. There's a reason why they're 3-5 and 2-6. These are penalties that ought not be happening in Week 9, and yet here they are.
And the Shells ready to go again with 8:55 to go. Shells headed for the south end zone. They give it to Cherry on the end around. He's got a first down and more. Cherry down inside the 10 as he goes over the left side. And thought I saw a penalty marker, but it doesn't look like it. Shells are in business here down inside the 5-yard line.
Looks like they'll put him down at the 4. That's going to be an 11-yard pickup. And Michael Cherry with a burst of speed to the outside makes the difference. And now the Shells 4 yards from pay dirt.
First and goal from the 4. We'll see what Coach Pat Keith has here. We've seen Cherry, we've seen Johnson and Kirkpatrick.
You dance with the one that brung you. I call Joey's number.
10 touchdowns for number 9 this year. Roxana up under center. They will hand the ball off, coming to the near side and headed for the right corner. And stepping into the end zone is number 9, Joey Johnson, with 8:17 to go. Ties it up for the Shells. Touchdown, Roxana.
Johnson with that extra burst of speed coming to the near side, just enough to squeeze into the corner of the end zone. And now the Shells have a chance to take the lead, actually, after that missed extra point by Southwestern.
And we'll see if the Shells go for 2, go for 1. And Roxana with Johnson's 11th touchdown of the year. They're going to go for 2 in a 6-6 game.
Interesting decision, to say the least.
Hartnett up under center. Kirkpatrick and Johnson are back. They're going to hand the ball off. It's a bobble by Johnson, but he corrals it and easily walks in over the right side for 2 points. And the Shells continue to run right each and every time for 6 points, and now for 2 more. It's 8-6. Roxana, they have the first lead of the night with 8:17 to go in the first half. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Hit. Protection! Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Johnson now has 11 touchdowns on the year. That's his 4th 2-pointer of the year, too. So give him all 8 of those points. He now has 74 points total on the season, and it's 8-6 in favor of Roxana. They take the lead here with 8:17 to go. 4 minutes into the second quarter, and it's going to be number 35, Riley Ripper, to kick it off to the 20. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a penalty here on the near side at the 20-yard line.
Bad break for Roxana. Great idea by Ripper to try and elevate the kick and try to give his team enough time to go down for coverage, but not to be.
And so the Southwestern Piasa Birds will get the ball at their own 35-yard line.
And this power-packed Piasa Bird offense will come back out on the field again. And you can look, and you can bet your bottom dollar Caleb Robinson is going to look to air it out.
35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Hey, folks, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We are the Twitter destination for the River Bend. at WBGZ Radio. And of course, if you're listening on your app tonight, we thank you so much for that as well. Wherever you are, thanks for listening.
Big Z, and we continue in the second quarter here with action in week number 9. Simmons, number 9, running the ball up to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5 as he went over the right side of the Piasa Birds line.
Surprising number of runs tonight for the Piasa Birds. This is a team that just does not like to keep the ball on the ground, and yet that's what they've done. I guess if it works, stay with it, but so far, it's not working all that well for them.
Just enough success. Each team has a touchdown here in the first half now.
Same formation, trips to the near side again.
And it's going to be another handoff. They give to Simmons, and he has a first down up near the 50-yard line. Over the 45 anyway, out to the 48-yard line. Devontae Simmons for Southwestern again.
Another 8-yard pickup by Simmons. He's got a nice little bit of a pocket surge to him, a little bit of a spinorama move as he went around toward the outside, but let's see what Roxana, if they can counter with him. Southwestern's got some serious weapons here, but boy, they just have had tough luck in this season. Now, trips to the far side. Trips every play for the Piasa Birds.
And they have a couple of running backs in there too now. One standing just to the left of the quarterback, who puts a man in motion and sends him to the wingback position. Now they have a little pitch here and a fumble, but it's quickly dropped on by Simmons there, but a big loss, at least about 5-yard loss there on the pitch.
Great job by the senior Cody McMillan right on top of that play to grab hold of it and keep that ball carrier from getting anywhere with that. That little muff on that could have been very costly for the Piasa Birds.
And so now it will be a second down and 15 to go. Back at their own 44-yard line now, the Piasa Birds. Shells on defense. Shells lead 8-6. And the quarterback will be sacked. He's hit and brought down. Robbie Williams may be the man.
It was indeed Robbie Williams.
At the 40-yard line, so a loss of 4 more.
Piasa Birds are going in the wrong direction here. You live by the pass, you know you're going to have some blitzes against you, and sure enough, that blitz paid off in spades.
6 minutes to go, second quarter, so we're halfway through the second period now tonight. Game number 2 of our Friday night doubleheader, Marquette and South Fork, the first game. You'll hear Wood River tomorrow at Mount Olive at noon. Here's a pass over the middle, in and out of the hands of Kaiser. Diving attempt over the 50-yard line, incomplete. 4th and 18 to go.
Quick check on stats. The first quarter was 71 yards for the Piasa Birds and passing, 8 and rushing. And for the Shells, right now, 91 yards rushing, 23 yards in the air.
Ethan Arnold back deep once again as the Shells return the punt, but the kick is away from the return man to the 20 and inside, just inside the 20-yard line, or maybe right at the 20 is where they'll mark this one as it went out of bounds on the far side. And it will be Roxana ball when we come back, 1st and 10. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
What brand of vehicle do you drive? Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, GMC, Buick, Toyota. No matter what brand of vehicle you drive, Quick Lane at Roberts Motors can take care of your maintenance needs. And you don't need an appointment here, just drive on in. Need tires? No need to shop around. We have the lowest tire prices around, guaranteed. Stop in today and see why life truly is better in the Quick Lane. Or see us online at RiverBender.com.
Over the right side on that end around again.
They'll call it just enough for the first down, and they're going to move the – I think they're going to move the – yes, they are going to move the chains. Just enough. 10. Nicely done for Joey Johnson. That little extra burst of speed makes all the difference. And, boy, Joey Johnson's making a play for our player of the game.
Yeah, Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game after this Roxana Southwestern contest. Each team has a touchdown. Shells lead with the 2-point conversion, though, 8-6. here in the first half. And here's a fullback dive by Kirkpatrick. Number 32 will pick up just a yard to the 43-yard line. Roxana's own 43.
Young men out there are going to have to pay a bit more attention. It's getting a little choppy out there, a little extracurricular after the play, and I'm sure the officials are staring at that as well.
Southwestern on defense, Roxana ball. They lead 8-6, and we're down to 4:45 to go in the first half. Man in motion comes to the near side. That's Johnson. They hand the ball off, and nothing doing there. Kirkpatrick was down on a knee, jumped back up and started running, but he's going to be back at the 41 or 42-yard line, I believe, 42.
That's a fine maneuver if this was rugby. Unfortunately, it is not. So he'll be right back, and it's going to be faced with a 3rd and 10 here for the Shells.
Need to get to the 48 of Southwestern over midfield. Hartnett, the Roxana quarterback, under center. And they're ready to go again. Back to throw. Hartnett slips. He throws it out of bounds again. Nobody in the neighborhood to get that one, and it's incomplete.
Almost all of Hartnett's passes are sideline passes, and he's overthrowing them. He does not have the touch tonight. Really hasn't had the touch all season, to be quite frank about it. That's why they stick to the run.
A good pass to Ripper, the tight end, down at the 20-yard line, and that's when they scored the touchdown in this second quarter. But now they have to punt it away, 4th and 10, near midfield, shy of midfield.
Lone man back for the Piasa Birds at their 20, expecting a fairly long kick.
And this punt goes to Nolte, but he thinks about picking it up at the 20, and then he'll let it roll out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. And we're down to 3:49 to go till halftime here on senior night. Again, 4 seniors for the Roxana Shells here in the game tonight. And those seniors, Cody McMillan, the big 6'6" wide receiver, and plays defense too. Another one of the seniors, Trey Kelly, 5'9" running back and linebacker. Senior Joey Beckman, a lineman. And another senior, Sam Mosby, big offensive and defensive lineman, number 70.
A little bit later, we'll go over Southwestern seniors and remind folks that this is their night, too. This is the night for seniors to honor all the seniors from both squads.
Week number 9 of the football season. Nolte in motion for the Piasa Birds. Handoff up the middle. Big hole there. And all the way out over the 30 to the 35-yard line as rumbling up the middle on a draw there, a delay. It's Simmons to the 35-yard line.
Wow, just a gaping hole, untouched through the line. That offensive line, so powerful for the Piasa Birds. They blasted open a hole, and Simmons did the rest.
Left tackle Jacob Bolito, only a sophomore, but big number 74. Leading that left side of the offensive line at tackle. Snap back, and this time the handoff on an end around. Nolte into the secondary, and he is gone to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, 65 yards. Nolte on an end around, and then he went right between the hash marks and right by the Shells defense.
His first carry of the game, 0. Second, 65 yards, just power and surge and speed, and there is no defense against speed like that. Wow.
3:18 to go, second quarter, and just like that, the Piasa Birds have taken the lead as number 81, Michael Nolte, 65 yards in a blink of an eye, and now they have the lead at 12-8, and they'll go for 2 to try to make it a 6-point game. It's a 4-point game now. Robinson, a couple of running backs in the backfield with him. Handoff goes up the middle. And the 2-point conversion is good. Might have been Lucas Kaiser up the middle.
It was Kaiser, in fact. You're
32,
right.
And he makes it 14-8. And it's another 6-point lead for the green and gold with that touchdown with 3:18 to go till halftime. Back in Roxana at Charles Raich Field in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At Midwest Members Credit Union, you are important.
We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel.
For all your banking needs, Midwest Members is the one place to go.
A touchdown to jump back in front by 6 over Roxana, 14-8. And here are the Shells returning the kickoff up the left hash mark. It looks like Cherry to the 40-yard line, and his own 40-yard line, 60 yards away from pay dirt. That touchdown by Nolte, 65 yards, and now the Piasa Birds again moving the ball on the ground with that big touchdown.
Who would have thought this? 71 yards passing, 96 yards rushing for a team that basically quadruples in terms of passing over rushing. And yet tonight, 96 yards on the ground for the Birds.
Up under center, it's Hartnett. He hands to Johnson. They like that sweep over the right side, and he breaks a tackle to the outside in the 50, the Southwestern 40, down to the 35-yard line goes Joey Johnson.
26 yards and a burst of speed. Clouded Dustin in a hearty hi-ho silver. Johnson away.
To the 34-yard line he goes of Southwestern, and Johnson, a big first half. He scored a touchdown, scored a 2-point conversion, and some big yardage too.
That is his third run of more than 10 yards already, and 2 of those were huge, 26 and 23.
And 1st and 10, Hartnett back to throw. He's
Deep
in trouble, and he is sacked. He is hit, and now a late hit on a second Piasa Bird coming in there on the sack. So Hartnett is hit and then hit again. Personal foul.
That's going to go. It's Tanner Fry for a blow to the head.
Defense with the penalty.
And that was going to be a costly mistake, as they had him wrapped up dead to rights, and that would have really put Roxana in a bind. Instead, it's going to be 15 yards.
And that sack was worth about 10, minus 10. Mm-hmm. But now it's going to go back the other way to the 29-yard line. So from the point of the foul, the sack, minus 10. And they get basically a 6-yard gain. 1st and 4. They need to get to the 25-yard line. They're on the 29-yard line. Cherry in motion.
Way too much motion.
Well, they're going to call offsides on the defense, it looks like.
Really? Wow.
Offsides, Piasa Birds.
The Shells will take it. They had a man in motion toward the field, and they had 2 men in motion at once, and they get away with it.
Offside, Southwestern into the red zone now. Well, not quite. 24-yard line. 24 with the 5-yard penalty.
It's now 30 yards in penalties for Piasa, 15 for Roxana. You would hope that these teams would be a little more balanced and a little more composed than game number 9.
2:30 to go. Hartnett hands the ball off, and the ball was loose there. Looked like a fumble late on that run. Might have been Kirkpatrick. And the Shells really never had the ball, and instead there's our first turnover. Southwestern ball. They pick up the fumble, and it's a big one at their own 25-yard line. Shells were looking to go in to score there.
Costly mistake by Kirkpatrick. That ball was not stripped. He just never had a good handle on it. And again, the exchange kills him, and that is a tough break for Roxana. They really needed to march down here and get that equalizer and then some. Instead, now the defense has to come back out on the field, still in the second quarter.
14-8, Southwestern with a 6-point lead, and they have the ball back on that turnover, and they spread the field. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Robinson may put it in the air, as they scored on a couple of touchdown runs so far, and they're going to run it again. And up near the 25, the line of scrimmage. And that's it for Simmons, number 9. Loss of 1 to the 24.
Call it even on that. Harris with a big tackle on that to hold him down. This is a time for the Shell defense to stiffen. Right now, they need to keep them Piasa Birds off the scoreboard and keep them pinned here a little bit deep anyway.
Under 2 minutes to go till halftime. Robinson back to throw, looking over the middle, has Kaiser. He makes the grab. Kaiser over the 40 to the 44-yard line.
24-yard pickup for Kaiser, and that's an impressive pass. Threaded the needle between two defenders.
And Kaiser, the running back, making some catches, and then Nolte, the receiver, making some runs. So they're switching it up on offense here, Coach Aaron Fricky.
They're going to have to be very careful here. They appear to be discombobulated. I don't think all the players are on the same wavelength.
Here's a handoff over the left side. Simmons for 2 to the 46. And we have 1:22 to go. Till halftime, it's 2nd down and 8. Timeout Southwestern. The clock's still running. And I think they'll put some time back on the clock. The clock says 1:13.
About 10 ticks went off before after the timeout was called and before the timekeeper could stop it.
We'll see what the referee says. A timeout for Southwestern. I believe they're first.
It is indeed.
Each team has called one timeout. Roxana had a defensive timeout, and now they will try to add some more time to the clock, I believe, here.
Umpire's going to head over and try to get some contact up here in the booth.
Head coach Pat Keith is going to relay it to the press box. 1:21. It looks like they'll add 8 seconds to the clock.
Again, another impressive drive for the Piasa Birds. And again, they have the weapons. They can easily score from here from 54 yards out. In minute 21, that's plenty of time for them. I have really, really been surprised by the run tonight by the Birds. They have shocked me with that. I mean, for a team that's got 4 times as much yardage passing as they do running, and yet here they are. Run.
And different weapons tonight, too. They've used Simmons, they've used Nolte, they've used Kaiser, and now Nolte is in motion. They're going to fake the pitch, and they're going to run a screen, and it's going to be blown up by the Shells defense. Good time for a big tackle there as Nolte made the grab, but right there was Wyatt Kirkpatrick to bring him down.
Kirkpatrick was Johnny on the spot on that play. But now the Birds rapidly to the line, trips to the near side again.
3rd and 10, loss of 2 on that pass, and now a flag flies, false start, Southwestern offense. 3rd and 15.
Boy, Southwestern is just defeating itself with these penalties, and that may be one of the big reasons why they're just 3 and 5, because they have an impressive offense, but they're just too many mistakes.
And timeout, Roxana on defense. Shells are going to use their second timeout here with 55.8 to go till we break for halftime. Our score, Southwestern 14, Roxana 8. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
And out of the timeout, Robinson trying to make a pass. Now he's going to run, almost sacked, and now he's going to pick up a couple of yards before Kirkpatrick brings him down for Roxana. Just shy of midfield, and we're going to have another timeout on the defense for Roxana as they use their 3rd and final timeout and keep the Birds short of a first down. 4th and 5. We have 50 seconds left till halftime.
I think he ran about 70 yards to gain 2.
Right.
Wow, that's a long drive. But, now there's a situation, 4th down. I would imagine the Piasa Birds will kick here, faced with a 4th and 5 right at their own 49, just shy of midfield. But you don't know, with this much time left, they may want to try and make one more play, thinking Roxana being out of timeouts, that they'll go ahead and just take a knee if they do get the ball back here. Interesting dilemma for Coach Fricky.
And we'll see what they do. 4th and 5, again near midfield. They're at their own 49-yard line. Dave Kibler and Brent Berkland with you here. And Roxana, Charlie Raichfield in Shell Country here on a Friday night, number 9, week 9 of the season. And it looks like they're going to go for it, at least fake like they're going to go for it here. We'll see. 4th down, they are going to go. Robinson in the shotgun. He throws it to Nolte. Nolte is near the first down, and I think he got 6 and needed 5.
Just barely enough. Great reception by Nolte. Sure hands on that play. And like you said, he needed 5. He got 6. And the Birds will continue. They still have a shot here to score 45 yards from Peter.
They still have 2 timeouts and 43.9 seconds to go. They're at the Roxana 45 now. Robinson back to throw, escapes the rush, and he throws to Nolte, who's open again inside the 35-yard line as they move the chains. Kirkpatrick on the tackle, but Nolte has another catch. 1st and 10. Timeout, Piasa Birds, 36.8 to go, and Southwestern up by 6. They're wanting more here before halftime.
Absolutely. They still have one more timeout they can use. If they want to utilize the middle of the field, that's fine for them. They're 33 yards away. I would think with just one timeout left, you're going to look to see some out patterns here. See if they can get the ball outside, get out of bounds, and save that timeout for one last play toward the end of the half. We shall see. Impressive balance tonight. 97 yards passing, 96 yards rushing for the Piasa Birds up until that last play. And Roxana has been just about all of it on the ground. That one big pass to Ripper was the difference there in their scoring drive. But Piasa Birds, they want more points here in this half, and who can blame them?
They have 14 points right now, and if you look at their last 3 weeks, they've scored 14, 12, and 14. They had a game where they scored 22 and also 42 points this year. They've been shut out twice this season, too. They lead 14-8. Robinson going deep over the middle, and 2 defenders there on Nolte, incomplete as it's broken up.
Shells had a chance at an interception there, but the 2 defenders basically got in each other's way. Good job breaking the pass up, but had they caught it, they would have ended up in the end zone and would have been a touchback.
32.4 seconds left. That'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 33-yard line of Roxana. 33 yards away for the Birds.
9 of 13 so far for Caleb Robinson in terms of passing. That's outstanding for a high school game.
Robinson in the pistol with Simmons behind him. 3 receivers to the near side. And he drops back, and he wants to run with it. Now he throws it, and it's to Nolte again. Nolte in the middle of the field into the red zone, and he goes down inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
And they will utilize their last timeout. This is exactly what they set it up for. Big 31-yard strike to Nolte. And most of that was Nolte's doing as he found a seam and was able to get through about a 10-yard pass and yards after catch. Outstanding.
Oh, what a player 81 is. Michael Nolte, the senior wide receiver. He scored on a 65-yard touchdown run on an end around earlier in this quarter. And now he's making some big catches, including that big catch on 4th down. And now he has his team all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Not a lot of time, and of course that's the last time out for both of these teams here in this half. So Piasa Birds, you would think, will go to the air and try to go into the end zone with the ball.
22 seconds left. They do have a 1st and goal, so you would think they would have at least time for 2 or 3 plays.
But only if they can go to the air. I think if they get to the ground, I think they could take too much time to get set up. You know, in high school, Brent, it takes so long sometimes for these teams to get settled.
And Robinson gets ready as he has a man behind him. It's Simmons once again. He drops back to throw. He's looking to the end zone near the pylon, and he throws it out of bounds. Receiver over there trying to make the catch, but it's incomplete.
was almost to the shop building here at Roxana.
Yes.
It's a little bit too far. That's quite an understatement, folks. That was way too far out of bounds. Sets up second down now and goal.
5 seconds for that play, so we're at 17.3 left till halftime.
This is the time, if they're going to utilize this, they can go up the middle. I think a simple little crossing pattern, a short little slant maybe, might be enough to get that ball in for pay dirt.
From 5 yards out, they put Nolte in motion. Watch out for 81. Robinson, long count. He's back to throw. He's looking left. And it is caught. It's a touchdown for the Piasa Birds. 6 more. 20-8 our score now on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Again, Kaiser again. Kaiser strikes again just like he did earlier in that first quarter. And the Piasa Birds get their touchdown that they so desired, and they'll go for 2 again.
Robinson to Kaiser. First 2 touchdowns for Southwestern were on the ground. And now they'll go for 2 on a throw over the middle, and it is caught. It looks like for 2. It is. It's 2 more for the Birds. And they have scored 2 points to tack on 22-8. Our score now, and that is a big touchdown with 13.4 to go.
Now that is a crippling blow for the Shells. Unless they can really mount something on the return, they won't even try. They'll go into half, and it'll be 22-8. Tough break for Roxana. The defense simply could not hold.
And that grab looked like it was Luke Galicki, number 2, a junior, who made that catch on the 2-point conversion. Kaiser gets his second touchdown of the game. It was a 5-yard touchdown pass. And again, the 2-pointer good. It is 22-8 Birds.
Kaiser, such a weapon. 4 receptions tonight for 80 yards. Little pooch kick.
Short kick, and it's going to go to the Shells, who cover up on it quickly at about their own 35-yard line, and we are at 12.7 to go now.
No timeouts. You can expect Roxana to just come out, take a knee, and go into the half. There's really no reason. I can't fathom a reason why they want to risk it. But then again, it's senior night. They're not headed anywhere. Why not?
Let's see what they do here as they go to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like they will take a knee. They will, and that's going to be it for the first half. 22-8. Shells had a lead of 8-6, but the Piasa Birds with a couple of big touchdowns late in the second quarter. One with 3:18 to go, and then one with just 13.4 seconds left. And that last touchdown before halftime, a killer. 22-8. Piasa Birds lead the Shells. It's halftime in Roxana. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Trigger Talent's course covers the mandated curriculums of Illinois and Florida. Our facility allows for a safe, professional, comfortable in any weather shooting environment. We utilize a variety of law enforcement targets to illustrate the best shot placement for stopping threats. Our advanced course, CCW Plus, is the only in the state to offer training from a real vehicle in road rage, carjacking, and parking lot scenarios. Over 1,400 people have trusted Trigger Talent to be their choice in concealed carry and advanced instruction. Shouldn't you also?
Trust Family Auto Sales and Cycles focuses on providing you with the highest quality used vehicles in the Riverbend. Before hitting the lot, all cars are thoroughly inspected and serviced in our very own repair shop. We make sure your future vehicle will look like it just came off the assembly line. We have a massive selection of cars with price ranges to fit any budget, and our motorcycles look like they just came off the showroom floor. Trust can finance any credit situation and have you on the road in no time. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, van, SUV, hybrid, or motorcycle, Trust Family Auto Sales has you covered.
Kicking off to the Roxana Shells. Roxana here at home on senior night, and they trail 22-8. There's
Bye-bye.
a return up the sideline, though, for the Roxana Shells. Return man over the 50, 40, and inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Wow, what an impressive run by one of the up men on a short little pooch kick.
Michael Cherry it is up the far sideline over there, and they're going to mark it at the 24-yard line of Southwestern, and what a way to start the third quarter.
A 44-yard return by Michael Cherry. What a great job of running. He found the seam, they formed the wedge, and away he went. That was textbook.
And now up under center is Hartnett. When a two-score game, here's Johnson over the right side. Good open field tackle there. Couple of Piasa Birds were in the area to make the play, including number 20, Joseph Gaither. Gaither, number 20, a senior.
Down.
Johnson, after being tackled, not able to get up, shaken up there.
He is in intense pain.
And so, with just 11:37 to go, first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Roxana has a player down, and of course they've gone through some injuries. The biggest of all is the big fullback, Jordan Hawkins, 6'3" junior running back, who was injured a few weeks ago, and a shoulder injury has him out for the season.
They can ill afford to lose Joey here. Such a blow. I mean, he is obviously been the star of this game for the Shells. He had 10 carries so far, 3 of them for double digits. 4 of them for double 10 yards or more. And he is down and just absolutely writhing on the ground in pain. Oh, this is terrible to see. Terrible, folks, terrible.
Johnson checking a leg injury of some sort. I'm not sure if it looks like it might be his left leg, as they help him up now, including head coach Pat Keith along with the athletic trainer. And it is his left leg. He can't put any weight on it at all right now.
And he can barely put any weight on his right leg either. They're gonna need more than 2 people to get him off of here. He's in deep, deep pain.
And his yardage in the first half once again, Dave?
His yardage was amazing. He had 48, 51, 55, 65, and 26, 93 yards in that first half. He had 93 of their 125 yards. A remarkable, remarkable effort, but it appears as though his night is done.
And he goes
Tough
to the
break.
sideline, and he
Tough
will be
break.
checked out there. Roxana ready to go out of the injury timeout. They hand the ball to Cherry over the left side, gets a block by McMillan, the receiver, but some other Piasa Birds there to throw him out of bounds, and it's going to be third down. We'll see where they mark him, and maybe right on the 20-yard line.
Looks like a pickup of about 3 will give him on that play. Here's the problem. Cherry doesn't have the speed that Johnson has. Johnson had that ability to turn the corner and that little extra burst to kick in those afterburners. Cherry has not shown that at all tonight. He's had 1 run of 11 yards, but that was through a gaping hole.
And so they huddle up again. It's third down and about 6 to go. They do mark it on the 20-yard line, and 4 down territory here for Roxana. We'll see what they do on third down. It's a draw up the middle and good yardage up the middle there, and maybe a first down. We'll see where they mark this one here.
It's clearly a first down. I'm sure they've got the yardage. Yep.
Kirkpatrick has a first down. Up the middle he goes and into the red zone at about the 13, 14-yard line.
Give him a 6 on that. Nice little seam he found. He threaded the needle between 3 defenders, and he was able to get through for that first down, and now the Shells are knocking on the door.
And now up to the line of scrimmage from they'll call it the 14-yard line. See if the Shells can get a little closer here. 22-8 our score. Here's a run over the right side, and not much there for Chase Nasello, junior running back. 45 gets a carry.
Chase Nasello, welcome to the game. He's obviously come in, of course, for Joey Johnson. He'll pick up 1 on that. Not much room there. The outside, this offensive line really struggling against the D-line for the Birds.
And Roxana going to go to the line at 2nd down and 9. They'll call that a gain of just 1 to the 13-yard line. Number 14, Hartnett gives to Cherry on a sweep. Nothing doing there. Number 73 busting through the line. And
that is Logan Anderson, and he just untouched, and he says, you want to go down? I think you need to rest a little bit. Why don't you lay down on the ground there for a little while?
Man, oh man,
Wow.
What a play there. As they handed it to Cherry and almost handed it to the defensive lineman.
It's going to be a loss of 6 yards on that. It's going to be a tough. All right, here we go. Again, they've only had one pass completion this game, have the Shells, so they are faced with yet another passing situation here.
9 minutes to go, third quarter. 3 minutes into this second half now. Hartnett rolling to his right, gonna throw, looking to the end zone. It's knocked away by Nolte. Good D there as the receiver, James Perry, was in the area. A little sophomore, but Nolte batted it down.
Nolte, such fast hands and such quick speed that he's got, that he's able to utilize that to stay even with the receiver. And now fourth down, and this is obviously, as you said, 4-down territory. They have little choice to go for it.
Well, that one play was the real killer that lost yardage as they got into the red zone. And remember, last time they were near the red zone, they fumbled. Now they're in the red zone and still trying to capitalize, down 22-8 here.
You know I love the trick play. I'd call a double reverse here.
Hartnett puts receivers left and right for him, sets them, and Hartnett looking right. Throwing over the middle, caught. It's a touchdown, Roxana. It is grabbed by Cody McMillan. The senior makes a play on senior night.
Cody McMillan, a burst of speed, separated from the defense, and he still had 3 yards to spare as he catches it into the back of the end zone. Well done, Cody.
17-yard touchdown pass, they'll call it, from Hartnett to Cody McMillan. And McMillan makes the grab on a little slant there on the right side. He makes it 22-14. And now they'll try for 2. Hartnett as one of the offensive linemen move on the left side there, and it's a false start.
5-yard penalty, and that's a huge, tough break for the Shells, and this extra point's going to move it back out toward the 8-yard line, and that's a much more difficult play.
What a time for Cody McMillan's first touchdown of the year. He makes the grab on 4th down and 17 yards away.
Well, they probably would have used Johnson had he been available to them, but Cody McMillan steps up big, and now the Shells have a chance to bring this within 6, but they're going to have to do it from the 8 instead of the 3.
And there's 8:58 to go, third quarter. And again at halftime, 22-8. They go over the left side, 2-pointer. It is good. Roxana will get 2 more points. 22-16. Wyatt Kirkpatrick goes over the left side for 2 points. So the Shells get 8, and they double their score to 16. They still trail by 6 early in the third quarter. Southwestern 22. Roxana 16 now in the third period. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You walk onto this campus and it feels as though you're at an Ivy League institution.
It is cultured in so many ways. You would never know that it is a 2-year college.
This place is truly amazing. I love going to school here.
It is definitely not like any other community college.
If you're looking for a way for your life to change, then Lewis and Clark is the place for you to be.
Welcome back to Shell Country again. Roxana with a touchdown and a little closer now to Southwestern. It's a 6-point game, a 22-16 game now, early third quarter.
That was a thing of beauty to Cody McMillan. Goodness. 17 yards and pay dirt.
On the slant from the right side, and now Southwestern returning the kick. 25-30, 35-40, out near midfield, and now a flag flies in there late, and it may be a block in the back. We'll see who it's on, but number 5 with the carry there for Southwestern, who he's not on the roster, but he's out near midfield.
Sure is, but it looks like it's going to come back. It sure looked at either block in the back or a clip. It's a block in the back. That'll cost him 15.
And it's a penalty on Southwestern, and with 8:49 to go, Piasa Birds with the ball. And you look down to our right, you see Joey Johnson on a chair now with ice on his left ankle. And now he's going to get up and hobble back toward the bench a little bit as they move the chair, the folding chair, this way.
That's a good sign that he's able to put some weight on it anyway, but he just can't put very much. He's just not able to go very far. And folks, I got to tell you, his night is done. There's just no way that he's going to be able to bounce back from this. I can't fathom it. He's
big ice pack on his.
He's in such pain.
Yeah, his left ankle. Snap back. Robinson hands it off. Big hole
Oh,
up the
my
middle.
goodness.
Simmons to the 50, 45 of Roxana. Huge hole up the middle for the running back of the Birds.
28 yards for Devontae Simmons. And again, our team that relies so much on the pass, Simmons has just blown me away with his speed and his agility up the middle. Goodness gracious.
And some yardage on the ground again for the Piasa Birds. Once again for the green and gold. 22-16, they lead by 6, and now they're on the move at the 45 of Roxana, just like that.
They say numbers don't lie. Tonight they do when it comes to the rush for the Birds.
Cody McMillan scoring a touchdown for Roxana on one end, and now Southwestern trying to go the other way for a while, and ball carrier with no room there over the right side, nothing doing for number 25, Trevor Lucas. Or actually, maybe Jared Dunnigan.
It's Dunnigan, actually, yes.
Running back. They got two 25s here on the list.
Wyatt Kirkpatrick in on the tackle for the Shells. Good wrap-up, solid wrap-up, and makes it 2nd down and 10.
Kirkpatrick with a lot of plays on defense. Here's a throw to Nolte, incomplete. Quarterback hit as he threw it, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 10, and Mosby after the quarterback there, number 70.
This is the time for the Shells to stiffen up. They've got to hold them right here. They don't want to get them any closer at all because that momentum, that momentum will just carry them right on into the end zone. I think Fricky's going to call a play here that's going to head for the end zone. He's got trips out to the far side, and I look for the play to come to this near side.
One receiver this way, and it's probably Nolte. It is. Robinson's going to go the other way, though, complete the pass, and maybe about 5 yards. It's going to be 4th down and at least 5 or 6 more to go if they choose to go for it on 4th.
London Simmons with that catch. That's his first catch of the night. But not enough, not even close to enough for a 1st down. The Shell defense spread the field, and it paid off. And they're going to go for it on 4th down, them being the Piasa Birds.
4th down and about 6 to go. They need to get to the 35-yard line of Roxana. And Robinson ready for the snap back on the 4th down. He's going to look over the middle to Kaiser. Has it. 1st down to the 30-yard line. Again, they go for it on 4th down. Nolte with a big grab earlier on 4th. And now it's Kaiser on 4th.
Kaiser straight up the middle, untouched, undefended, and right there for the catch and a big 14-yard pickup. And again, a huge pickup on 4th down. That's not the first time tonight that the Piasa Birds have accomplished that.
3 receivers to the near side. Trips to the left of the quarterback. Nolte to the right. They're going to hand it off. And up over the middle it goes. And diving forward to about the 25-yard line for 5 yards goes Dunnigan. Dunnigan, number 25, gets another carry.
Dunnigan threw that. He went right through the line. 4 guys tried to tackle him, and none of them succeeded. And he made it into the secondary.
We're down to 6:20 to go, 3rd quarter, so halfway through the 3rd period now. Robinson ready to go again in the pistol with Simmons behind him and receivers left and right. 2nd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Snap back, and that looks like a whistle. Delay of game on the offense.
That is Southwestern's 6th penalty of the game, 40 yards, and a costly one here. It could very well be. And let the record show that I made it until October 21st before I had to put my toque on for the first time this year.
Good old stocking cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes in handy.
Oh, yeah.
As we're in the 40s here tonight in the second half for our football game.
35 years ago this weekend, it was 20 degrees out, and Roxana went to Jerseyville and won to take the MVC championship. Great night in Shell history.
35 years, you say?
35 years ago tonight.
There's Robinson back. He's going to be sacked this time. 2nd down and 10, and he's sacked for a loss of maybe about 5 yards. Robbie Williams in on that sack, and a couple of other Shells were there too, including Kirkpatrick, but 52, Robbie Williams, the junior. Shell's ready to go again on defense because it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 now.
Birds will spread the field wide this time. Receivers at both ends of the spectrum.
Back goes Robinson to throw. He's in trouble.
Deep trouble. Down he went.
He gets escapes out of it and throws it over the middle to Nolte, who breaks a tackle and may have a first down.
And
what
does
a play.
Indeed. That's remarkable. You want to talk about escapability. Look that picture up in the dictionary, and you will find Robinson's picture. He evaded 4 tackles. My goodness gracious. And that's a pass of 20 yards.
And not only that, but a first down on 3rd and long, and it goes to Nolte once again into the red zone with 4:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 6-point game.
That was just only one word, remarkable. Just remarkable escapability.
Amazing play, and now a timeout for the Piasa Birds, but they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 when we come back, and they lead the Shells 22-16. 6-point game in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
9 up the middle, carries a couple of Shells for a couple of yards.
So strong, so powerful, lowers those shoulders and surges forward and picks up 2 on the play. Devontae Simmons, clearly the stellar star on offense tonight in terms of rushing for the Birds.
They've been able to use Simmons and also Nolte and Kaiser and throwing the ball, running the ball, and a good offensive night, really. Here's Robinson going for the end zone, and it is caught. Over the shoulder grab, touchdown, Southwestern. What a pass and what a catch.
Circus grab, indeed. My goodness gracious. When it rains, it pours for the Shells. Wow.
And number 13 is going to get that grab and make it 28-16. Jack Little. Little, the junior, makes the grab, and he makes it a 12-point game after the Shells had come within 6 points.
Nothing little about that grab for Jack. He jumped as high as he could and grabbed it right in the corner of the end zone.
3:56 to go, 3rd quarter. They throw it over the middle, and this one is knocked away. 2-point conversion, no good. And with 3:56 to go now in the 3rd quarter, Southwestern with a 2-score lead again. They're up by 2 touchdowns. It's a 12-point game. Piasa Birds 28, Roxana Shells 16. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
It's warm outside now, but cold weather will be here soon. Protect your home and save money with Eagleboard premium vinyl siding from Eagle Home Improvement. Each Eagleboard panel covers twice the area of conventional siding. That means less air seeps into your home and you keep more money in your pocket. Eagleboard's beauty and performance will last a lifetime. Call Eagle Home Improvement at 259-2500 for a free no-obligation estimate. Eagle Home Improvement, where integrity counts.
And it's a short kick for Southwestern after the touchdown puts them up by 12. Roxana will return it out near the 40-yard line. Dave Kibler and Brent Birkeland back here getting to the late stages of the third quarter. And Roxana with a big touchdown 3 minutes into the half. But exactly 5 minutes later, Southwestern answers with a big touchdown of their own, Dave.
Big reception for a man named Little, Jack Little to be precise. Tremendous leaping grab in the corner of the end zone. You will not see much better circus catch at this level of high school football.
Snap back, and Hartnett wants to throw. He throws it to Cody McMillan, makes the grab. No, he's out of bounds.
Oh, that's a terrible call. That's
Out
an
of bounds.
atrocious call. He dragged his foot in clearly in. My goodness, what an awful call coming from the sidelines.
Here
Just
on the
terrible.
near sideline, near the 45 of Southwestern, right in front of the Roxana bench.
Had a perfect view of it and blew it completely. My goodness. You want a referee in high school? You better do better than that.
3:44 to go here in the third quarter in a 28-16 game. Piasa Birds with the lead. Cody McMillan thought he had it. And incomplete from their own 40-yard line. It's second down and 10. Back, and they hand the ball off. Cherry has some room up the middle over the 50. First down, 12 yards to the 48 of the Piasa Birds.
Boy, he gave that extra little burst once he hit the secondary, and that's enough for Cherry to pick up 12 and a first down. The Shells are back in Piasa Birds territory. The clock keeps ticking.
And up to the line of scrimmage, Roxana down by 12, down by 2 touchdowns again.
And without their main running back, Joey Johnson.
Yeah, with the ankle injury, he's out. Here's Nasello over the right side, and they try that end around over the right side. Nasello, good yardage, about 10 to the 38, first down.
Keep moving those sticks, Roxana, you'll have a chance. They keep pouring it on, but they're down by 12. They'll need 2 major scores here. Time ticks away.
And from the 38-yard line of Southwestern, Roxana to the line. 16 points on the board. They've scored 2 touchdowns. Here's the snap back. Hartnett hands the ball off. First man through, it's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick has about 10 more, and inside the 30 to the 27, give him 11, first and 10.
You keep getting 10, 11 yards at a pop, you'll be in the end zone before you know it. The Shells are moving the ball rapidly downfield. We've seen some movement this third quarter, Brent. I tell you, these teams the defenses have just stopped playing for the most part.
On both sides, you're right. Red and gold, green and gold. Hartnett puts Cherry in motion. Going to hand the ball to Kirkpatrick up the middle. Has some blocking. Nasello, his lead blocker. He leans forward into the red zone, and he's going to have double digits, about 10 yards or more. Let's see where they mark it. Maybe right on the sticks. No, just short.
Just shy. It's going to be about 9.5 yards. Great pickup.
18-yard line.
Great pickup for Kirkpatrick, 9 yards. Plenty you can do on 2nd and 1. Lots of different ways to play it here. Though I imagine with Roxana, their emphasis on up the middle, that's probably where they'll head. Well, they've got a couple wideouts.
And they're ready to go again with 2 in the backfield, and Hartnett rolling to his left.
He's got nothing but pay dirt.
He's going to run to the 10, to the 5. He has scored a Roxana touchdown. Shells on the board. 18 yards for Hartnett, and our score now 28-22. It's a 6-point game again.
He had absolutely nothing but air in front of him, and he just ran for daylight. Nobody even close to him within 5 yards.
And so Hartnett having a big game. He threw a touchdown pass earlier in this third quarter. Now it's a touchdown run, and he usually doesn't run too much, but he did there for 18 yards.
Now let's see if he'll call his own number here on the 2-point conversion. Unlikely.
He hands the ball off. Nasello over the right side, looking for the goal line. He's close. He's in. 2 points for Roxana. It was close to the goal line, and he made it there. 28-24. 8 more points for the Shells on the board. It's a 4-point game. 28-24 Piasa Birds. 1:41 to go. Third quarter now as Roxana gets on the board again. They answer the touchdown for Southwestern, and both teams answering each other here in the second half.
Boy, we have seen some offense to start this second half, haven't we? My goodness gracious. The Shells marched down the field after the Piasa Birds had marched down the field. The Shells had to overcome a dreadful call on the sideline where the play was clearly in bounds and there's foot dragged. But they did it. They overcame it. And now a 4-point deficit is all that holds the Shells back. The Piasa Birds look to counter as they have every time so far. 28-24. Boy, we got ourselves a barn burner here, folks. So glad you're tuned in on the Big Z.
Joey Johnson scored a touchdown back in the second quarter. Here in the third quarter, though, it's Hartnett coming alive with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. And they've converted the 2-point runs. Kirkpatrick with a 2-point run. Nasello now with a 2-pointer. And with 1:41 to go, third quarter, still anybody's game. It's a 4-point ball game. Southwestern with a bobble. Now they pick up the kick to the 30, 35, 40. Here's a flag.
Bye-bye with a flag.
Flag way back behind the play and all the way to the 36-yard line of Roxana, but looks like it's coming back again.
Just pretend that run never happened, because guess what? It never did. It's going to come back here. Looks like a block in the back or possibly a clip. Let's see. The old block in the back. That'll cost them 15. And they will head back. The flag is at the 29-yard line, so that's going to really push the Piasa Birds back.
Back to about their 20-yard line, it looks like, as they walk it off and keep walking the other way. Good return, but from their own 20, it's going to be 1st and 10 Southwestern.
Boy, that's a tough break for Southwestern, as they were way into Roxana territory on that run back. They had the wedge formed well, and they were able to get the cohesion on that wedge and be able to drive it out, and away it went, but not to be.
Here on senior night, Shells trying to come from behind in a big way. They trailed 22-8 at halftime. And the ball carrier Simmons with no room this time as he was bottled up there at the line. Ryan Harris, 6'2" junior, there to make the play.
That's going to cost him a yard, in fact. Bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Birds. I would look here. I'm almost certain that Robinson will go back to the air. He has no reason not to. Been so successful tonight. This would be his 18th pass attempt, should he choose to do a pass attempt here.
2nd down and 11. They hand the ball through, and little cross buck action there, and it's going to go over the 20 to the 24-yard line, and Kaiser maybe on that carry.
It is.
With 40 seconds left, third quarter, maybe one more play for the third period here on a 3rd and 7. Drew Huff, 51 in on that play, linebacker.
Kaiser picked up about 4, sets up a 3rd and 7. I am just surprised by this team, how much running they're doing tonight. Almost makes me wonder if Robinson isn't hurt a bit.
Well, he's going to throw it, and over the
that
middle,
will be
tipped up and almost intercepted, but it's incomplete as it falls to the turf.
Cherry had it.
Yeah, Shells defenders were in the area, and they tipped it up in the air, but it falls to the turf.
Cherry had it. If he had gone and if he had been able to hold on to that, he could have returned it, and that would have been that, because he had nothing but daylight between him and the goal line. Instead, it's set up for a punt.
Arnold back at his own 40, 45-yard line, just over midfield on this line drive punt. Almost tipped, almost blocked. Here's Arnold the other way. And about a 5-yard return to the 47, his own 47-yard line. It's Roxana ball, trailing by just 4 points.
Well, the Shells now have their work cut out for them. 53 yards to go. They showed in that last drive that they could march at 10 or 11 at a clip and drive it home. Let's see if they can do that, or will the Birds defense stiffen? It's turned into quite a great little matchup between two teams that are playing for nothing but pride.
Shells had a lead early in the game, 8-6, but 22-8 Southwestern at halftime. Right now it's 28-24. Here's a run to the 50 and just over the 50-yard line as time expires in the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth. Roxana ball near midfield when we come back, and they are driving for the lead here. It's Southwestern 28, Roxana 24 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Welcome to Claywell Asset Management, an independent firm. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, we can assist you in helping you achieve your financial dreams. Claywell Asset Management and Raymond James, partners in your success in serving Riverbend investors for over 30 years. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Fourth quarter underway, and Roxana will run the football again on 2nd down and 6, and they run it to the left, and it goes to the Southwestern 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and still about 2 or 3 yards to go for a first down.
Hard-fought 3 yards for Kirkpatrick on that one. They'll set it up 3rd down now. Again, 4-down territory here at the 45. There's no reason to punt the ball. They'll just keep marching it down the field as far as they can. They need a touchdown to take the lead.
Without their leading rusher again, who was injured earlier in the second half, Joey Johnson, a left ankle injury, and now we have a flag.
False start again.
And it will be, well, maybe no signal yet. It might be just a timeout here. No, flag is on the, they're going to pick it up, though. No penalty. Timeout, Roxana. So the Shells, with 11:17 to go in the game, will use a timeout here. And so we'll see what happens on just 3rd down and 3, 3rd and short.
Shells still with both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining in this half. Impressive numbers so far, 132 yards rushing for Southwestern so far in this game, but that pales in comparison to 210 yards rushing for the Shells, 23 yards passing. And I'll have the numbers on the passing side for the Piasa Birds in just a moment.
Again, 11:17 to go. Timeout, Roxana. Joey Johnson has ice on that left ankle as he sits and watches from the Roxana bench on the sideline there.
Actually looks like it's swelled up even more than what he had. He just seems to be in such intense agony.
And Roxana to the line of scrimmage, the Southwestern 45-yard line, and here we go.
167 yards passing for Southwestern through 3 quarters. Roxana needs this now on 3rd down.
28-24, give to Nasello. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage and then pushes forward for maybe a yard, and still going to be a couple to go. 4th down.
4th and 2. What do you call here? If only Johnson were available, I think that would be the obvious call, but he's not. I think it's time for Kirkpatrick to find his way through a hole.
Maybe the quarterback. Hartnett's come up with some big plays here in the second half.
That's a little bit too far to go, that yard and 3 quarters.
Hartnett is back. He hands the ball off, leaning forward, and it's going to be Cherry. First down over the left side, down near the 40-yard line he goes.
Struggle for 4 yards, and that's a plenty for Michael Cherry.
Cherry to the 40-yard line of Southwestern. 1st and 10 on the 4th down conversion. 4th and 2, he got 4.
He went to the outside, and he earned every one of those 4 yards by his lonesome. No blocks involved. He just surged forward out to the outside and found that seam.
Backs behind Hartnett line up. Wing back to the left is Nasello. And back goes Hartnett to throw the ball. He's rolling to his right. He throws it over the middle. Caught.
It's all for naught.
Flag flies. It's a first down. to Riley Ripper, the tight end, but we're going to have maybe holding on the red, Roxana.
Scarlet and the gold and the blue will cost him 10.
Holding offense.
And that is well behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 10 yards marked off from the spot of the foul. It'll cost him more than that.
It was 1st and 10 at the 40. The flag's at the 46, so it's coming all the way back to the 44 of Roxana.
It's a costly penalty now. 5 penalties, 30 yards for Roxana. 6 penalties, 40 yards for the Piasa Birds. Still a little sloppy for game 9. You would have hoped to have seen better on that end, but not to be.
How about 1st and 26 for Roxana?
Ouch. How about that double reverse I keep talking about? Might be time for that.
We'll see what happens
Trips
here
to
on
the far side.
first down. Hartnett back to throw. Now the run to the 45 and then belted to the ground. A 5-yard run.
He got hammered, and I mean hammered big time by Adam Smiley on the tackle there for the Piasa Birds. Pick up a little bit. Ball right at midfield now.
2nd down and 21. 5-yard run for Hartnett there up the middle. As he makes it to, well, close to midfield. His own
49
49.
and a half, we'll
Yep.
call it.
Near midfield with just 9:30 to go in the game now. 4th quarter, Hartnett back. And handoff, delayed handoff. Kirkpatrick has it up the middle, and he's down near the first down inside the 35-yard line for Kirkpatrick there.
They'll mark it all the way down to the 31-yard line. And that'll put him very close to the first down mark. They may even have to call for a measurement here. Let's see. Nope, they're going to call him just a yard shy. Outstanding run of 20 yards for Kirkpatrick.
20 yards for number 32 there.
That's his biggest run of the night so far. He's had 11 of them.
The junior, 5'8", 165 pounds with 20 yards to make it 3rd and 1 now from the 31-yard line. Shells put Nasello in motion. They hand it off to Chase Nasello. Right side, first down and more. Much more as he's down near the 20-yard line of Southwestern.
That's easily a first down. That's going to be a pickup of 10. And Chase Nasello has come into this game and made an impact big time.
And Nasello, a 5'9" running back, is a junior.
The Shells again knocking on the door of the red zone. Can they bring it home? They're down 4. And time ticks away here in the 4th.
8:20 to go in the game. As they line it up, just outside the red zone, the 21-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Ball carrier tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Kirkpatrick forward for what looks like a couple, and they'll give him inside the 20.
We'll give him a yard and a half, 2 yards from Wyatt Kirkpatrick on that in his 12th carry. And he has quietly put himself together quite a second half after a first half that wasn't the best, to say the least.
So the 19-yard line, just inside the 20 it is for Roxana.
51 yards for Kirkpatrick in his last 6 carries. He's up that average quite well.
7.5 minutes to go. Hartnett rolling back, now rolling to his left. He wants to throw it. He dumps it, and it's incomplete there. Incomplete, 3rd down.
Had Ripper in his sights, but Ripper slipped and could not make the catch.
And so from the 19-yard line, a big 3rd down is coming up. 3rd and 9 and 4 down territory again.
I tell you, I have become so impressed with this Shell offense as the season has progressed. Just go for it. Run it straight up the gut. They'll find a way to do this. I think Nasello's got 9 yards in him to get that 1st and goal.
Kirkpatrick lines up. Ripper, the tight end, on the right. Kirkpatrick is behind the quarterback. Man in motion is Cherry. They will hand the ball off to Cherry. Over the right side, some blocking. And he tries to break away from a tackle or two over there on the sideline. Runs out of room. And it's going to be 4th down, and we'll see where they mark this one.
That play was telegraphed from the get-go. You could tell that Cherry, when he was in Ocean, was going to get that ball because of the odd stance and setup. Going to pick up 4 yards again for Michael Cherry. That's 3 consecutive rushes for Cherry of 4 yards. And now 4th and 5, and a moment of truth has arrived in this game, folks, as the Shells need 5 yards to get it to 1st and goal. Can they do it? We're about to find out.
About midway through the 4th quarter, 4-point game. Southwestern up 28-24. 4th down. Hartnett rolling to his left, throws it, and it is incomplete. Too far to the near sideline. Couple of Shell receivers here, but the ball goes back over to the Piasa Birds.
It appeared to be intended for either Cherry or Ripper, probably Cherry, but it was just in between them and just overthrown. And so the Piasa Birds will take over now.
And they want to kill some clock with 6:40 to go.
The clock is their friend, but they have 84 yards to march for a first, if they want to get a touchdown, rather. And the Shells want to stop them as quickly as they can and get that ball back. Both teams still have 2 timeouts here in the second half.
Well, in the 3rd quarter, we had 3 touchdowns, 2 for Roxana. Here in the 4th quarter, we haven't had any scoring at all yet. 28-24 ball game.
Oh, the night is young, my friend.
Yes, it is. And here's a flag flying on the snap. And we're going to have a false start on the offense from their own 16-yard line.
There's 7 penalties now against Southwestern. 5 of them have been false starts by the offense.
Now back to their own 11-yard line in a 4-point game. Piasa Birds 28-24 over the Shells. 4th quarter. Snap back. They're going to keep it on the ground. Looks like Simmons right into that wall of defenders on the line for the Shells.
Nothing doing for Devontae on that. He may have picked up maybe a half yard. Let's see if they'll mark it. Nope, they're going to leave it right where it was. Absolutely no gain. That brings up 3rd and 15 now or 2nd and 15 rather.
6:15 to go in the game. Midway through the 4th period.
Shells, if they want to get this ball back, they need to stop them here on this set of downs.
And what a time for their first turnover on defense. Here's a flag flying, and the run, nothing doing over the right side. Let's see what we have here.
But another flag, and it appears to be another false start. Let's see if I'm right.
Something there on the line of scrimmage, either a false start or an offsides.
See what the call is here.
And
as the ref waddles out.
This time it is going to be on the offense again. False start.
6th false start penalty of the night for Piasa. They now have 50 penalties. 50 yards in penalties. I should 50 penalties. That would be horrible. 50 penalties. We'd still be in the first half if we had 50 penalties.
Right.
Thank goodness that we don't have that. But 50 yards in penalties, and 6 of those on false starts. That's tough, and boy, they've got a 2nd down and a long, long way to go now for the Piasa Birds. Shells need a stop here in a big way.
5:45 to go. 3rd down. Guess they declined that. I didn't think they'd be able to with a false start. But
shouldn't have been able to.
No, over the left side they go, and they're going to pick up a couple. But with 5.5 minutes to go, that's
another
going to
flag down, and this appears to be against the Shells. Could be a face mask.
Yeah, it could be a face mask there on the tackle at the end of the play. As they sort it out.
That's exactly what it is. No, holding.
Holding
an offense.
Decline.
They'll decline that, of course.
4th down.
That will push it to 4th down now.
So back-to-back-to-back penalties for the Piasa Birds once they got the ball back. And now on 4th and long,
they'll punt.
They need to punt it back to the Shells again with 5.5 to go.
The Shells will have one more shot at this, one more chance to drive. Southwestern's going to stand back at his own end zone for this kick, and Shell receiver is expecting a pretty decent kick. He's right at midfield. I think he could be a lot closer.
Here comes the punt. And it's a pretty good one over the 50. And Arnold grabs it on a fair catch there at his own 47-yard line. So near midfield, Shells are going to get another chance here, as it was a 3-and-out for the Piasa Birds with those penalties. And now it's going to go back to Roxana one more time.
Well, the Shells are 53 yards from the lead, and they need that lead. They're down 4. Field goal, not that they could kick one probably, but it won't do them a bit of good here. They need to get that in. The Shells have lived and died all season long by the rush, and that's what I expect them to do. One more drive.
Just over 5 minutes remaining, and here we go. Roxana with the football. Hand off up the middle. Some running room for Kirkpatrick. Then he gets smacked hard to the ground. Number 20 there, Joseph Gaither, made a big hit, but not before. Kirkpatrick picked up good yardage, about 6.
6 for Kirkpatrick, but boy, did he pay the price on that. Gaither just smacked him down to the ground.
Closer to 7 yards, really. It's second down here and about 3 to go.
I agree, Brent. We'll give him 7 yards on that. 2nd and 3, lots of different options for the Shells. Still time yet. Still time. They can march it down the field, but they look completely discombobulated here, and they're really struggling to get this play coordinated. And all the players, we have an injury on the field.
And they're going to go over to the far sideline. Must be a Piasa Bird, athletic director, or the athletic trainer.
They are really hustling over there. Something's wrong on the sideline over here. It appears to be something really bad.
Over there to the far sideline. If one of the players may be feeling ill or something like that, as they take him to the bench over there.
He just collapsed. He collapsed on the field. He is, oh my goodness, what's wrong with him? Let's see if I can get a number here. 68 is the number for the injured player, or the sick player, I should say. He looks to be in a lot of agony. Let's see. We don't have a 68 on our chart.
Roxana with the ball, and they're ready to play again with 4:40 to go. Man in motion, Nasello. They're going to give it to Kirkpatrick. Some room up the middle. First down and more. Down near the 35-yard line goes number 32. Well, in the third quarter, it was Hartnett to McMillan for a touchdown pass. Then Hartnett scored on a touchdown run. But now lately, it's been Kirkpatrick carrying the load.
Kirkpatrick has carried the load since Joey Johnson came out with that ankle injury that ended his season. And Kirkpatrick has just done a stellar job here and gets him to the 35.
Handoff Nasello, nothing doing there. He may not have gotten back to the line of scrimmage as he's thrown down to the ground. A loss of maybe a yard.
I think they're going to mark it more than they'll give him forward progress of a loss of 1.
To the 36-yard line.
Nasello had no hole, nowhere to go. And he's lucky that he just lost 1.
So from the 36 of Southwestern, we're down to 3:50 to go. Clock running.
Time's a wasting for the Shells. They need to move this ball forward here. This play, obviously, 4-down territory for the rest of the season, in fact.
22-8 at halftime. The Piasa Birds had a comfortable lead. Shells have scored a couple of touchdowns here in the third quarter, here in the second half. Now in the fourth quarter, no scoring yet. Kirkpatrick over the left side. He's down near the 32-yard line. It's going to be third down.
He's going to pick up 4 on that. Sets up a 3rd and 7. Brings up a tough play here. A tough choice for Roxana. Will they air it out? I doubt it. Live by the run, die by the run.
They need to get down near the 25-yard line for a first down. They're at the 32 right now of Southwestern. Here's a pitch coming to the near side. Comes to the outside. Kirkpatrick runs into his own man, a blocker there, and maybe to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be fourth down again, just like a couple of moments ago for the Shells.
Great job by John Cannon, number 88, on defense for the Piasa Birds for the containment and drove the runner into that pile of Piasa Birds. Here we go. Fourth down, moment of truth.
Need to get 5. It's fourth down and 5, and Hartnett under center. They went for it on fourth down a couple of minutes ago here in the fourth quarter. Gave the ball over to the Birds, and now timeout as they tried to get the Birds to jump off sides with 5 to go, but they'll call a timeout instead on 4th and 5 here.
That is Roxana's second timeout. They'll only have 1 left. Time ticks away here. Well, we mentioned earlier that this is senior night. We've saluted the Roxana Shell senior. Let's salute now the seniors for the Piasa Birds. We find number 4, Nick Ringhausen. We also find number 20, Joseph Gaither, who made that great tackle a little while ago. Lucas Kaiser, number 32, what a game he's had. Number 45, Sidney Ambruzzo. Number 50, Zach Barnett. Number 52, Cody Freitag. Number 55, Brett Schiller. Number 58, Grayson Wolf. 71, Dylan Luma. 72, Nathaniel Vandegrift. And 78, Logan Draper. 79, David Glover. 81, Michael Nolte. 85, Tanner Fry. 86, Adam Smiley. And number 88, Zach Gonzalez. Your seniors for those Piasa Birds.
Quite a group. It's a big group of seniors for the green and gold. And here come the Shells on 4th and 5. Hartnett rolling to his right, looking to throw, throws it high, and it's just off the fingertips of the tight end, Riley Ripper. He almost made a leaping grab as Hartnett threw it back over the middle of the field, incomplete, and they turn it over to Southwestern.
Oh, my goodness. If Ripper had it, he had the first down. But it was not to be, folks.
So close. 2:11 to go in the game, and Southwestern ball again.
Southwestern can just about ride this out. The Shells only can stop the clock once. Southwestern with 2 timeouts here. I look for them to stick it on the ground here, despite the fact that they love to run.
Now they're coming to the line of scrimmage to kill the clock. Again, Roxana with only 1 timeout, so it looks like the Piasa Birds are going to escape with a victory here in Roxana.
Escape being the operative word.
Yep, 28-24. Here's a run up the middle, and nothing doing there. Ball carrier stood up, thrown down, and timeout Roxana, their 3rd and final timeout.
Well, there's not realistically any way that the Shells can win this now.
2 minutes to go. Roxana on defense. Southwestern with the football. Again, Southwestern had that lead of 22-8 at halftime. The Shells with a couple of touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. They never did take the lead. Their only lead of the night was 8-6 back in the 2nd quarter.
The Shells were driving. It looked like they were going to be able to take the lead, but couldn't bring it in, couldn't get the ball in, and that jump by Ripper to try and grab it, and just not to be. So very close tonight. And like you said, it appears as though the Shells are going to finish the year 2-7.
I'm also kind of surprised tonight. We've only had 1 turnover. Roxana fumbling it to Southwestern. But only 1 turnover tonight for these 2 teams that are both under 500. And right now, Robinson in the shotgun, going to hand the ball off to Simmons. He's over the left side, leans to about the 34-yard line. 3rd down. But the clock's going to roll now, 1:45 and counting.
They'll need the first down. They cannot run the clock out, but it won't leave Roxana very much time at all.
CM falling to Taylorville tonight, 41-0. CM 5-4 will likely make the playoffs. They have enough points for that.
But they're going to go on the road, and they're going to have a long trip in front of them probably. They'll face an 8-1 or 9-0 team.
And now a whistle and maybe a timeout it is for the Piasa Birds. They'll use a timeout here with 1:19 to go. Back in a moment. Piasa Birds 28, Shells 24 here in Roxana. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Calc Institute of Technology is working for you with career programs for today's jobs. As a career student, you can expect a welcoming atmosphere with exceptional personal service, small classes with one-on-one attention, a set class schedule, and short-term programs that will get you into the workforce quickly. Calc has 2 locations for your convenience located in both Alton and Fairview Heights. For more information, visit Calc online at www.calc.edu.
Dave Kibler and Brent Birkland back here at Roxana High School. Shells at home and trailing the Piasa Birds. They've trailed most of the game. Here's Nolte on the carry. Tried the left end, could not make it. It's going to be 4th down as he loses a yard or two. 4th down and about 7 now. And the Piasa Birds will have to punt it, but they'll wait till maybe there's only about 20 or 40 seconds left in the game.
The Shells will have the ball back. Again, one final chance at this, but boy, will they have a ways to go. And they need 4. A field goal does them no good.
The play clock is down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're going to call timeout before the play clock runs out. So they'll call a timeout with 39 seconds left, 39.1 seconds left.
That's the last timeout for both squads. So we are down to the nubs here, folks. Nothing left. The Shells will have to do this without a timeout when they do get the ball back.
Southwestern 28, Roxana 24. Piasa Birds impressive on the road tonight as they've led most of the way.
Well, what a job by the Shells tonight on rushing. 290 yards rushing so far. They've really put together a masterful job, but they only could have 23 yards on the air, and that was a costly one as that pass to Ripper sent them on where they were on 4th down. They had to turn the ball over on downs, and here comes their last-ditch gasp.
The Shells have only led for 5 minutes in this game. 8-6 for 5 minutes back in the second quarter. Southwestern has led most of the night here on the road and leading right now by 4 points. It's a high snap. The punter grabs it and punts away. A pretty good one down near the 30-yard line. It's going to roll dead at the 31 of Roxana, so they are 69 yards away.
Well, it's going to be, obviously they're going to have to go to the air. This is something that Roxana's not accustomed to. Sometimes you can't dance with the one that rung you. You've got to go for something. You got to go for broke. And that's exactly what they'll do.
32.2 seconds left in the game, so still a few plays left for the ball game.
But
here.
no timeouts, so any pass down the middle will cost them the game.
Yeah.
They'll have to go to the outside, trips to the far side.
Hartnett back, ready to throw it. Looking to his left. Now he's going to run with the football, but he's going to be down, and the clock's going to roll here.
That will be the end of the game here. I don't see how Roxana can possibly get this play off.
To the 25-yard line, so he gained 4 yards. Now we're at 14, 13. Now a spike to the ground with 12.7 to go. 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6. 4-yard gain on that. All that running for 4 yards, and it cost them. This is it. It's time for Hail Mary time. That's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, on that quarterback run, it's better off if you just throw the ball away and stop the clock.
It's exactly what he should have done, but he didn't.
He was trying to scramble and trying to get some yards and trying to get out of bounds, but not able to do so. 12.7 left. Hartnett back to throw, looking for McMillan, the big man, and it is tipped away. 3 defenders there on the sideline. It's 4th down, 8.6 to go. 1 play left, really.
Brent, I have so thoroughly enjoyed working games with you and with everybody this season. I love it because we're down now to the last play here of the final game here for Roxana and Southwestern. Thank you guys for the opportunity. It was great.
Yeah, a great year all the way around for the Big Z. 9 weeks. Hard to believe when 9 weeks gets here. The 9th week of the football season. And back to throw is Hartnett. And he will fire it on 4th down. It's almost picked off. It is knocked away, and that is the ball game. 3.8 seconds left. Southwestern ball is for the 3rd time here in the 4th quarter. The Shells do not convert on 4th down. They tried 3 times this quarter on 4th and not able to make it. It's going to be Southwestern ball, and they'll take a knee, and they'll take a victory.
An impressive job by Southwestern. They had to get out of their comfort zone and run quite a bit tonight. And in fact, I'm figuring up their biggest play was a 65-yard run by Nolte as he hit pay dirt early on for that touchdown in the second quarter with 3:18 left. And that was the big play of this game.
Johnson with a Roxana touchdown. McMillan and Hartnett with the other TDs. 3 touchdowns for the Shells. And there's a knee for the Birds, and they win it 28-24 for their 4th win of the year. They finish with 4 wins. Roxana with 2 wins on the year. Back with a postgame in a moment from Roxana High. Piasa Birds 28, Shells 24. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.